Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your cardio, HIIT, and mobility workout. In this workout, just like the name suggests, we're gonna get some cardio HIIT intervals, short, high intensity intervals. Of course, I'll give you low and high impact options. And we will also get some mobility, gentle cardio working in that mobility. It's gonna be all body weight, so no equipment needed, and I will give you options to work to your fitness level. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start just by marching, pumping those arms. We're just gonna get the blood flowing, get our heart rate up, and then we will get right in. We are gonna keep this workout short, so we're gonna keep the warm-up short. The good news is that this is all standing with the exception, which you of course have options to keep it all standing, of our last two circuits, or our last two moves of the circuit. Roll those shoulders, start them small, take them bigger. So everything will be standing, and what we will have is 50, that's right, 50 seconds of a cardio mobility. So something that's gentle, that's gonna still get your heart rate up, so a little more of that cardio conditioning, or those lower zones, zone 2, zone 3. Let's reach across through here. Right? So we'll get more of that in those 50-second longer mobility intervals, and then we'll breathe for a second and we'll take it 30 seconds of a HIIT interval. Now, the reason we're going 30 seconds is so you can really go for it. So these moves are gonna kind of mirror each other. So you'll have the mobility version of, say, a jumping jack. That's your very first one. Let's take it out to the side right through here. Roll through and out, and then you'll have a full jumping jack. So I really want you on those higher intensity intervals, your 30-second intervals, to really go for it. Go all out, find a high intensity for you. You can also think of it as a sprint interval, sit training, right? Just a little side to side opening up of the hips, because then you have a longer recovery, a 30-second recovery, and then we get right back into that cardio conditioning plus mobility. All right, it's gonna make sense as we go. We have one long circuit, and then we will repeat the whole thing. Let's tap it back right here. So here, opening up the hips, pressing the heel down to get that stretch. Now, as I always do, I'm gonna encourage you to be where you are today. That's where you are in your fitness level, but also where you are today. Hold this here, right through here. You can open up that hip, get a stretch, get a little reach over if you want. And then if you want, take it all the way down, reach it up, take it through. So work to your level. I will give you low and high impact options. Even for that HIIT interval, I want you, hold it here. If you want, bring it back, stretch into that hamstring. And let's go same thing other side. Step it back right here. Reach it over. Take it down. Here we go. So on that HIIT interval, you will have low impact options. You don't have to take it high impact. You just have to find a higher intensity. What is good for you? Knowing that you get a longer break and knowing that your mobility is coming, I want you to go for it. Go ahead and step it up. Hamstring right through here. All right, speaking of hamstrings, bring them up here. So again, we have 50 seconds of work. We have 10 seconds of rest. Again, that's the cardio mobility. Before each circuit, I'm gonna show you the moves, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, then we'll get a little breather in between, and then we are getting it done after the mobility with the high intensity interval. All right, so if you saw this and thought, I really just want cardio, it's cardio day, I save my mobility for day 4. If you're someone who follows my calendars, don't worry, it's gonna feel like a cardio workout. But if you know me, you know I like to put in what I call sneaky mobility. All right, so breathe for just a second. What we're gonna start with is 50 seconds of a reach over. So I really want you to think about the stretch, the hip opening, and here. Then our HIIT version, all out jacks. Maybe that's low impact for you. Whatever it is, we're gonna get that heart rate up. So start with the mobility, 50 seconds, lower impact, zone 2, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And you decide what you need. I still want you to think about range of motion, about mobility, that this is more about getting that stretch, again, sneaky mobility. But of course, you can pick up the intensity, but not so much that you're gonna feel really out of breath. You won't be able to go for it in the HIIT intervals. That's what we really wanted to be thinking about in these short workouts, in these HIIT intervals, to really go for it. So we're not staying in that moderate intensity the whole time. we're getting those variations. We got 15 seconds right here. So I don't know about you, but I already feel my heart rate getting up with the mobility. 10 to go. Remember, we only got 10 seconds to breathe before we really go for it. For 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. Now, whatever version of a jumping jack, low impact or high, is gonna get your intensity up. We got 30 seconds. Go for it. Here we go. Now again, maybe that's here, your regular traditional jumping jack. Maybe that's here. Maybe that's here, something in between. Whatever it is, make it a high intensity interval for you. This is your workout. You do you. You don't have to be the same pace, even the same move as me or anybody else. 5, go for it. 4, 3, 2, and breathe, recover. When you get to that recovery, I want you to feel like you need it, right? That heart rate is up. We're still climbing a bit in that heart rate, so it may take a little while, but hopefully you're feeling it. Watch me for your next moves. Side lunge stretch. You're gonna reach up, shift your weight into the hip if you can get all the way down. Then when we get to the hit, you can shuffle, a little more intensity. You don't have to do the jump, but we'll take it up. Catch your breath. Here we go. You're gonna find out really quickly why this works, because you get the sneaky mobility, but because we have those HIIT intervals in between, our heart rate is gonna stay up. So that's what I mean when I say even though we've got mobility, it's gonna feel like cardio the whole time. If it's not, then I want you to really turn it up on those HIIT intervals. On these, if you can really get low, shift your weight, open up the hips, reach and reach. You don't have to go the same pace as me. We're getting that rotation through the spine. We're opening up in the hips. We're opening up in the chest and shoulders. Now that heart rate's coming down. We got 5 seconds. Don't worry, we're gonna break it back up. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. Your side lunge shuffle can be low to high with just a step or a jump. Turn it up. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. What is that for you? Maybe you're just getting lower, but you're not jumping. Maybe you're really covering the space. Maybe I should stop talking so I can really turn it up. It's a skill I've developed over a long period of time, but I'm just as out of breath as you guys are. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. Remember, short workout. Nice work. All right, world's greatest stretch. You know I love this one. If you can, step back, drop down, reach it up, and switch. If you don't want to get low, use the wall. Just get a little stretch over. Just get a little stretch over. Then our high intensity, we're gonna do a lunge switch. You can jump it or you can step it. Here we go, world's greatest stretch. Step it back if you can, get low. Reach and up. Now, I do want you to come up out of it to the standing position. As we talked about, we have one move at the end, mobility and cardio, that you have the option to take it to the mat. Otherwise, it's all standing. But if you want on this, you can get low, but I do want you to return to standing so you really get the hip mobility out of it, right here. Here, here, and up. Woo! Reach. 10 seconds. Opening up with those hips. Reach through the spine. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team, so this can be lunge, tap, lunge. You can add a little jump in between. You can get low, you can keep it high. Up to you. Hit it! I love this little jump in between where I can still get low, but add a little intensity. But you also can just step it or tap it, but get the heart rate up. Or you can do a full switch. Up to you. We got 10 seconds. Go for it. Get that heart rate up. Yes, there it is for 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. Working our way down. All right, 2 more, guys. That's what we got. Step, cross behind. So I want you to step, little stretch, and here, big rainbow. And then, of course, our cardio is gonna be that skater, all right? If you wanna get low with it, you can. Whatever gives you more mobility, hips, torso, back, spine. Let's get it done. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Stretch. And breathe out. So you can go here. You can do that full rainbow. Again, I want you to open up the hips. I want you to open up the side bend, right? Side body. And of course, if you want to make this a little quicker, 10 seconds, up to you. What do you need in this moment? Do you want to keep more of the cardio? Just save a little gas so you can go for it on the HIIT interval in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team skater, you know the drill if you've done this before. Step, tap behind. You can go quick. You can really bound it. You can jump it. You can step it, but go for it. Here we go. Now, I like to shoot my arms in front. If you want more legs, get low. So many ways to up that intensity. It doesn't have to be speed. It doesn't have to be impact. You can also up your intensity by getting and staying low. You can also up it by covering the space. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. All right, last one, team. Let me get a quick breather. Here's what we got. Down dog to pigeon or hinge, heel. This is your standing modification. Hinge, heel. If you can, we're gonna go down dog, pigeon stretch. Then our cardio is gonna be a quick mountain climber or a standing mountain climber. So you do what's best for you, standing or mat. Here we go, 50 seconds. Down dog stretch. Bring it forward, cross that hip in, little hip stretch. Down dog stretch and pigeon. If you need a little more, you can of course pedal your feet or you can hold that pigeon stretch. Again, your standing version, you're just gonna do a hinge, get the stretch, bring it up, and then get the hip, right? A hinge, get the stretch, get the hip. When we go to our cardio, standing climber, jumping, or running. You got 15 seconds. Team, let's make it good. Down dog, stretch. Down dog. Last one, and relax. Woo! All right, team, mountain climber. What does that mean to you? Standing, driving the knees and the arms to the ceiling. Here, tapping it in or running it in. What do you got for 30? Here we go. You can drive those knees into the chest, or you can cross them. We got a second round of this, so I'm gonna go straight in on this one. Cross it on the second. Drive those knees in close. Again, you can pick up your speed, but not here, right? Drive them in to the chest to wrap that core, whether you're standing or whether you're down. Y'all, I'm feeling it today. I'm being where I am today, coaching you through this in 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath, team. All right, let's give ourselves a little bit more time in between. Check that heart rate. How are you feeling? I know, I feel it too. All right, grab some water. Woo! Cheers, y'all. I filmed 2 workouts for you yesterday. My muscles are feeling it. All right, we got a little more time to breathe. So I want you to really shake it out. All right, you got the same set of exercises in this next round, all right? So you know what to do. I want you to really go for it with the mobility, as in range of motion, getting that stretch, increasing your mobility. So instead of just here, right? You're really reaching, trying to get the good mobility out of that. Also get a little gentle cardio. Then when you get to that 30-second hit, go for it all the way. I know you can do it. Let's start with our little reach over. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So again, mobility. You can, of course, because I know you had a break, so if you want to pick up the pace a bit on cardio, you can. But again, not at the sacrifice of not really getting the stretch out of it. Reach over your head, lengthen through that side, opening up the hips. Maybe you can even stretch out those legs a little bit more. Whatever pace is good for you. But remember, we're on the second half of this workout. Everything we just did, we're doing it again, but you're getting a little more out of it. We're going a little harder on those HIIT rounds, a little more reach and range of motion on those mobility rounds. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe for 10. All right, you got your jacks. Remember, that jack can just be an amped up version of what we just did. Maybe it's a low impact jack. Maybe it's your full jack, but here we go. Strong arms and legs, soft knees, right? Remember, I want intentional movement, not this, right? Strong arms, strong legs, landing soft, in, out. You got it for 10. Let's go for it. You need that rest when we're done. Yes, and you're gonna get it. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. I want you to get into the habit of when we're talking HIIT or sit, sprint interval training, which we did last week if you're following my calendar. Look up HIIT and sit, of really going for it, all right? Challenging our systems to really react, all right? Here we go, side lunge stretch. Then we're gonna sit deep into the hip, reach it up. When we get to HIIT, we're gonna do a shuffle, catch your breath. Let's get the mobility, 3, 2, 1. Down, reach, and reach, bring it up. And maybe at the first half of this 50-second interval, you wanna slow it down, you wanna focus on that little stretch, right? Maybe you're ready to keep it moving. And breathe right here. Again, shift your way into that hip so you get this stretch, this opening. Open up the chest and then press out of it. Yes, you can. 10 seconds here. Breathe. Last one. And relax. All right, side lunge shuffle. Get low, power through. So as you power side to side, whether you're jumping or you're just pushing off with power, go for it. High intensity, here we go. And you can use getting low into that hip to really generate power. Not always about speed to get that power, right? Halfway there, 15, go for it. Earn that rest, right? As I need that rest. You don't have to earn anything with this workout. You don't have to earn your food or burn anything off, but need the rest. 3, 2, 1. You know what I mean by that. Get to this point and need the break, right? Not to a level that's not right for you, but to a level that's challenging for you. Working our way down this. Let's take a world's greatest stretch. Woo! Remember, you're stepping back. You can either just stretch it over or drop it down. Big stretch. Step it up in between. Let's get it done. Then we got that lunge switch. 3, 2, 1. Down. Drop it low if you want. Reach. And up. Down. Low if you want. And up. Again, if you want to stay upright, get a little stretch here. Balance if you need to. Again, opening up the hips, but also getting a stretch to the spine, rotational movement. Last 15 seconds of this world's greatest stretch, so make them good. Somebody recently commented that they don't love it, but most of us do, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team, hit it hard with this. You can just tap it below or tap it back quick with a regular lunge, or you can jump it. Here we go. Again, I really like this jump in between because I can really power up. You can also switch jump here to here. Go for it. Or here. You can get that power, you can get that intensity in so many different ways. 10 seconds, go for it. Here we go, team. Yes, you can. 3, 2, breathe. Ah. Woo. Heart rate. High. Step, cross behind. Then into our skater, right? Step, cross, step, cross. Whatever you need it to be, then we got that skater going for it. So let your system regulate on this round. Go for it on our HIIT round. In 3, 2, 1, step. And again, if you want to do big circle with arms, if you just want to step, cross behind, that works too. Right here. And you can take it slower if you want. I know sometimes it gets a little quick on the balance, so maybe you want to cross behind, stretch and hold, open up the hips, step it through, big circle, hold, yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. All right, skater, 30 seconds, go for it. Side to side, step, cross behind. You can get low for intensity, you can bound for intensity, you can jump, but let's go for it. Here we go, team. Now, you can be like me. I'm gonna focus, because my legs are so sore, on the bound, side to side, really getting that speed here. But maybe for you, you wanna get low. Maybe for you, you just wanna tap behind, but up your speed. Up to you. 10 seconds, go for it. Can you get a little quicker? 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. All right, team, this is it. Finishing it out. Remember, 2 options. You can do your hinge, get the stretch to the back of the legs, bring it up, get a little hip, right? Or down dog pigeon. Then you can do standing cross climber, or you can do cross climber, mountain climber from the mat. What do you got, team? This is it. Let's go for it. 3, 2, 1. Down dog stretch. Woo! And take it here. And there is no shame in taking this standing. You're still gonna get that stretch through the hamstrings and back. You'll still get that movement through the hip, right? Maybe you just wanna hang out here for a minute. I know that's what I feel like doing, right? In here. Take them up. In here. So close, team. Stretch. 10 seconds. Get that stretch, get that mobility. Lengthen through the back of the legs, through the hips, through the hamstrings, through your back, through your shoulders, and breathe. All right, team, this is it. Standing climber or mountain climber, 30 seconds is all we need. Then we're cooling it down. Here we go. Take it with me. This is your very last move. I promise you there's no bonus. So I want you to go as hard as you can, as hard as is right for you. Again, if you're going slow today, if you're going lower heart rate, that's okay. But if you have the gas in the tank to go for it, please do, so we can finish strong. If you showed up for this workout, remember that's all that matters. But let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back. So if you're on the mat, you can stretch it back right here with me. Woo, man. Ha. If you want to roll back onto your feet, pedal those feet. Come up halfway, everybody from a standing position. Just get a little cat-cow standing stretch. Let me know in the comments, did you feel that? Let's get A little hamstring stretch, calf stretch, hips to the back. You can grab onto the wall if you need to. Let me know, do you like this, where I mix in the mobility? Did it still feel like cardio for you? Did you feel like you got both? I love hearing from you. I love knowing how you're feeling at the end of this workout. I hope you're feeling a little bit tired and a little bit energized and a whole lot good and ready to take on the day, the night, whatever it is for you, stretch it over. We're keeping this cool down pretty short, so please make sure that you get some stretching on your own. Maybe work out those quads. Make sure you hydrate, fuel, feed your body in all the right ways. Shake it out right here. Check out everything over in the BodyFit by Amy app, in the BodyFit Athletic Club. We'd love to have you there if you're not already. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me in all the places. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your cardio HIIT and mobility workout. Great job, everybody.